We are going to see a game played by Aryan. Aryan was in this game black. He was playing against a 551 rated opponent. Aryan is 606. So the opponent started with e4. Aryan replied with e5, as he always does.
Smart.
Opponent plays d3. Not a very ambitious move. The ambitious thing to do would be bring out your pieces. Aryan is black. Aryan plays his bishop to b4. So let's ask Shaurya, do you like this move by black? What do you say?
It's a good move, so it's developing the piece. And
Okay. Ashvik, what do you say?
So it's not a good move because the pawn just kept it.
Yeah, so this move, this check, Rayansh, you agree with him or him? Who do you agree?
It's not a good
Yeah, so you're developing a piece here, but you're also helping your opponent. He gets a free move. He anyway wants to play a move like c3 because that will help him play d4. So he gets a free move to kick your bishop. So bishop b4 check is tempting. It's not the best place for the bishop. The bishop could come to c5. That's the best place. Second best place would be
E6.
e6.
G6.
How would
Say
it go?
G7.
and
G7.
e6?
G7.
No, right now there's no g7 no? In this diagonal, which is the second best place
E6.
after c5. Yeah.
E6.
How will you go to e6?
E7. D6.
d6. Is that the second best place? No, d6 is the worst place in this diagonal. Except for this. This is the worst place. What's the use of this bishop?
Sir, E7.
That's how you develop a bishop, put it between two almaras and let him stare. So e7 is the second best place. Bishop c5 is the best place. Then e7.
is the worst.
And then d4 and f8.
Sir,
And d6.
actually, A3 is the worst.
No, that we are not considering. No? Okay. So bishop b4 was played. Opponent didn't play c3. Opponent can't focus here. No? You're going here and there. Bishop to d2 was played. And now he went back to c5. Opponent kicks the bishop again. Aryan puts it on d4. Inviting c3. Opponent obliges. Kicks the bishop. Bishop is only one square. d6. Now opponent develops his knight.
Sir, position looks so good for white.
For white, why?
Sir, there's a lot of pieces that are blocking, sir.
Yeah,
Two pieces. Second piece just came out.
but the
Black
bishop
is
is.
Sir, so many pawns around, sir.
Yeah.
They just.
Yeah, so white has an advantage because there's more space thanks to these pawns and d4 is easy to play. That's the advantage.
Kind of weak.
The king, the white king?
So what is the
You develop
engine
Ishvan castle, na? Oh, engine, okay. Good question, good question. Now, engine says it's 0.35. Okay, wait, it's thinking. It says 0.5. It's fluctuating between 0.5 and 0.4. So white is... 0.5 means what? What do you mean for who? You played Guess the Eval competition. What is the meaning of 0.5?
0.5 is right.
So plus means white's better, minus means black is better. Simple. Look, there's no need to say plus. This is why you pay attention in maths class at school. There's no need to say plus. Plus or no some symbol means plus only. So here the position is better for white, but black is fine. Just 0.5, 0.4. Half a pawn advantage, which is normal in the opening. So now knight to c6 was played.
Sir, both
Bishop, bishop g5. Yeah, Adam, you were saying?
So like the white can develop the bishop, then black
Castle.
can also.
Yeah.
So if the knight will go there, then it would
One
be.
person is speaking. Do not cut anybody off. Yeah.
So now the white has played bishop to g5.
Huh.
So we can kick it with f6.
But then your knight won't be able to come to f6. That's the best
So
place
now
for
the
the
king
knight.
is also open.
Yeah, king will be slightly open. That's true. But yeah,
So what's the
it's
same?
always fine. f6 is fine.
Is it
There will
worth
be queen d3 to stop castling. So it's slightly opening the king. Hello,
Is
Vic.
it worth it though?
Yeah, so the best option is just knight f6 here.
Yeah, that's what I
f6 weakens the king a little bit.
So
So
why
he
would
plays...
you just put in a hand to a pen?
Because you want to develop your piece anyway. No? You can attack the bishop and kick it later.
After
At least you will
casting,
bring the
we can
piece.
just move the queen to a7.
Yeah,
E8.
queen e7, queen e6. Not e8. If e8, then he'll take. You want your king to be open? So, queen has to stay defending the knight. That you cannot move. Anyway, here white now plays d4. So, white has made a decision here. He didn't develop his bishop to e2 and castle. He wanted it to come to a good square, which is generally not the best idea. It was better to just play bishop e2 castle, finish the development and then go for more. He goes for d4, controlling the center. It's not a free pawn, is it?
No.
Shaurya, focusing here? Okay. So takes, we can just take back. With the pawn or the knight?
Pawn.
Yeah, not pawn. Then this pawn hangs. So if pawn takes, knight should take, not the pawn.
And
Anyway,
then the bishop silent.
no bishop will.
No, the
And then
white
the bishop
Oh yeah,
eats
no
him.
bishop is not attacked anyway. No? So how is it hanging?
Sir, but
Okay.
pawn takes, then
Pawn
knight takes,
takes.
then bishop.
Exactly. So that means b4 pawn falls. So d4 was too early. d4 was a mistake because now pawn takes. Opponent directly took with the pawn. Even if you took with the knight, same thing. Bishop will take, pawn will take, and the pawn falls.
Unless if you just sacrifice the pawn.
No, you have to give up the pawn. You can call it a sacrifice all you want, but you're losing the pawn. So he took the pawn directly with the pawn.
Sir, I don't know your pawn. So,
Huh?
can you
Sorry?
move back one move? Sir, you took the pawn.
Ah, he took
Oh,
the
yeah,
pawn.
right, right.
And
So,
then he
can you,
took
that's
it.
a good move. So, can you go one
What's a good
back?
move?
So, that he took a pawn with the pawn.
How is it a good move? He loses a pawn, no? Hello, hi Rajveer. So please have a seat here. I'm here. Please keep your bag on the sofa so that people can sit.
Godly, godly.
Okay.
The godly god of godly.
Okay, silence, please. Okay, so we're looking at Aryan's last game. So here, pawn took back, and now Aryan can take the free pawn here. Yes. Yeah, Aryan played h6 here.
Yeah, that's
So he misses the chance to take the pawn. Now white can play takes, and then save this pawn. It's
Or
possible.
sir, they can just play bishop to d2.
They can also bring back the bishop and defend the pawn. But then, yeah, that's actually fine. So here the bishop went back to h4, still giving a chance to take the pawn. Aryan plays g5, which is fine. The bishop has to go back, only one square. So he removes the pin.
So now.
So it's a very important thing to understand whether to play g5 or not. g5 removes the pin, but it also weakens the king a little bit. Right? After you castle, king will not be that safe.
They can even castle queenside.
Yeah, but that will take time.
Yes.
So the most natural thing is to castle here. This is the safest thing to do. Even with this open, it's still better to castle here because this will take a lot of time. You will need to move a pawn, develop the bishop, develop the queen, then castle. By the time you won't have time to do it. So
It's just
yeah. And now Aryan gets a free pawn. He has a choice. He can take either here or he can take here. Which pawn should we take? Let's ask Ayub.
Sir, he should take the e4 pawn.
Yeah, the center pawn is more valuable, right? So he takes the center
It's
pawn.
1.5.
Not that much. The advantage is now.
0.7.
Whoa, advantage is really good for black. Black is in a great position.
Because
seriously.
bishop is not.
Anyway, so d5 was played by the
So, how
opponent.
much is it?
It's actually no. I'll tell you
Sir,
later.
what are they playing with?
He's playing is a random opponent wave
The
in chess.com.
handle of the opponent.
Okay, so pawn silence, right? Pawn to d5, silence, please. White plays pawn to d5, and now the knight took the second pawn. So the position is like -4. That much advantage for black.
So, with 2 pawns, how does
Yeah,
it go
because
to
pieces are active. 3 pieces are active. There's h2 almost hanging. So engine really likes the position of black. I am also surprised it's -4, but
And sir,
engine really likes the
and sir, you
position.
should also try to track the. So, what engine is
Actually, you
it?
can't. No, when you play H5, you can make space.
You can also use, I think.
It's just stockfish.
So, you can use torch also.
Whatever you choose, it's the same thing, na? So don't complicate matters unnecessarily. It's not like the different engines will give different results. So there's no need to create unnecessary conversations here. So knight takes pawn. Now opponent plays d6, giving up a third pawn.
For what?
And Aryan says, no, I don't want the third pawn. He castles. Okay.
So he
Also,
thought that it may be a
Sir, it's like I have to
sacrifice
go.
and then he'll get trapped.
no. I don't know what he thought. Why would he think it might be a sacrifice? If he sees a problem, then he won't take, no? If you don't see a problem, you should of course take. It's a free pawn. Oh, but it's not a free pawn. Knight takes, bishop takes, pawn takes, queen takes. So it was not free. So it was a good decision to, yeah. Yeah. So now pawn takes, and bishop takes. Oh, bishop could take now. You should just take back. Queen is there.
And then the queen will be
Yeah, the
developed.
queen moved. Aryan didn't take back. What happened? You never made a mistake in chess? Every time somebody makes a mistake, Vihan is, huh?
I had another plan.
Vihan has never made a mistake. Yeah, so he didn't take calmness, silence, calmness. So he didn't take the pawn, but this is a very nice move. Yeah, but it's still not the best move. It's not the correct move because white can just play bishop d10.
Sir, he didn't take the pawn because of that bishop.
Why bishop takes queen will take back, no? So what's the problem? There's a queen and a bishop. So bishop takes is just taking back the pawn. That was the correct thing to do. He goes for a threat, but the thing with threat is it's not worth a pawn. Threat is just a threat.
Sir, white can play knight to e5 also.
Knight e5, pawn d6, where will your knight go? So unnecessarily you're creating problem for yourself. He develops his bishop and your knight gets kicked. And the discovered attack comes. So right now when there's a discovered attack, stop the attack. Why pin your knight?
And he has
How
a
do we
piece
stop the
of-
attack? Let's ask Ahan. What should white do here, Ahan? No need to raise hand. Let Ahan decide first.
So wrong. Bishop to e2.
Bishop to e2 is the correct decision. Remove the discovered
So
attack.
did he play
Yeah, no, he played bishop d3. Now let's ask Vihan. What will you play for black?
Sir, knight to c3.
Okay, Praneeth.
So, wait.
Praneeth is thinking. Arav.
Knight c3. Easy.
Okay, let's ask Ved.
So after that we have to play d1.
1 second.
Sir,
I told you.
knight c is on
Wait.
Sir, knight c3.
Knight c3. Rajveer, what will you play?
Sir, I'll not play knight c3. I'll play. Sir,
Yes,
I'll
wait.
take the bishop.
You will take the bishop with the knight.
Yes.
Okay. Rayansh?
Sir, I'll play knight c3.
Okay. Ayun? 1 second.
Knight
Ayun?
takes f2.
Knight takes f2. Ashwik?
Sir, knight to c3.
Knight c3. Ved?
Knight takes
f2.
a knight on b4 takes.
Knight takes bishop. Okay. Anyone else decided? Yes, Praneeth? Knight f2.
Sir, I'll
Anybody
tell you
else?
c3.
One second, we'll get there. So everyone understands that there is a discovered attack. We just discussed it, but you can see it. Now, very few people played the right move. Like few, I've seen more than half, but still, some people played the wrong move. It's very important to understand where exactly is the best place to move the knight. You want to move the knight and attack a queen. Simple, right? If you can attack the queen, you move the knight and attack the queen. If you cannot attack the queen, at least you attack the rook. So knight take bishop is the second best move. The best move is, why is knight c3 bad, Rajveer? Why do you say knight c3?
Sir, knight will take.
It's a check. You have to first understand why we are moving the knight. So if knight take bishop, I can't take your knight, is it? So when you're moving the knight, Vahan, why are you happy when somebody makes a mistake? Calmness. You celebrated like you won the game. Okay. Yes, Praneeth, what happened?
Knight to c3, bishop to e5, and it's.
You take the queen.
Sir,
That's why you're playing knight c3, na?
knight f. Yes.
Yeah, we'll get there. So the best move was knight to c3. Some of you told knight takes f2, which is not the best move.
That's a blunder.
Why is it a blunder?
So
Yeah, the king will take it.
the bishop is there.
What bishop?
Bishop is there.
How can bishop take?
Sir,
The bishop is there.
Which bishop is there?
Sir,
Oh, okay. So knight take pawn is not a blunder. It's like similar to knight take bishop, the third best.
So better.
You are one. Do you want to come here and teach everybody? Then please be quiet.
no, sir, actually,
We are discussing the answer.
Sir,
The best move. Ashwik, wait. So the best move is knight to c3, wins a queen outright. Knight takes bishop, wins a bishop and a rook. Second best move. Knight takes f2, wins just a rook. The king will move, you will take the rook. So all three are good, but the best option is just knight c3 because you win the queen. Yes.
Sir, this is actually not slug move.
Which one?
Knight to f2.
Why?
So when you move there,
The king won't move, queen will go to e2, and then you will take the rook. Sorry.
no, sir, when you play knight to f2, the
Huh.
bishop is there.
Bishop is where?
Sir, g3, sir.
So bishop will take the knight, is it?
Yes.
That's why first thing you understand is what is a discovered attack. How many times should I tell the same thing, Ashwik?
Sir,
First thing to understand is wherever the knight moves, it's a check. That's why we are moving the knight now. So try to focus on the position. This is where our thought process should start from. You're forgetting where you started from.
c3.
Okay. So in the game, Aryan played knight takes f2, which is not winning because Shaurya. What will white do here?
Knight takes f2, so
Huh.
white can.
Stay focused. When a move happens, try to think there itself. What to play next? What will happen next? Like Aryav does that really well. As soon as the move happens, he'll think about what will happen next. Let's ask Rayansh.
So king takes the knight.
King cannot take the knight. Bishop is there. Rajveer.
Bishop takes.
It's a check, Rajveer. How many times you have to? I'm telling you, second time now. Third time I told him also. When will you understand it's a check? You really need to do discovered check properly in puzzles. Go to puzzles, select discovered check and keep doing like 100 discovered checks. With calmness. Those who are not calm, I won't ask you. I'm going to ask Vihan.
Sir, there's no option.
Just tell me your move, Mr. For White. What no option? Resign?
No.
Then what is? Huh?
Bishop to e2.
Then you lose the queen, then what's the difference between knight c3 and knight f2? Praneeth.
Sir, like we play queen to e2.
Exactly.
But sir, I have one more doubt in
Yeah.
that. We take the rook, okay?
Huh.
And after that, wherever the bishop moves,
Hmm.
we can actually capture the bishop as well, right?
Which bishop?
The bishop on g3.
No, but bishop is just an exchange.
Sir,
That's just an exchange of knight and bishop. You want a rook, not a
Sir.
bishop.
I think that he is telling that knight takes the rook. Then
Ved, can he not tell things properly? He can tell what he wants to tell. If you have something to tell, then you can tell.
Sir, you
What
take,
he wants to express, he will express.
so
No?
you take the rook, okay?
Yes. So you got a rook.
So you got a rook.
Huh.
So now the queen is actually pinned. You can't take the
Huh.
queen.
Huh.
So what you can so you have to either take the queen or either.
Let's say I move my bishop. Because you're attacking the bishop, so I'll move the bishop. That's the bishop you wanted to take.
No, sir. The bishop on g3.
So you can take it, I'll take back. Why are you getting obsessed with an exchange of pieces? That's what I'm telling you again and again. Na? Yes, Ved, what happened?
sir, the knight will take the rook.
Hmm.
The bishop will move to c4.
Hmm.
Then after that, the knight can go to c2.
Knight c2 check is there. Yeah. So I'll move the bishop, let's say to e4. I won't go to c4. So the game goes on. There are different things happening after that. Ashvik?
Sir, if you do not take the rook but you take the bishop on d3.
Exactly. That's the best option. Instead of taking the rook, which anyway you can, Aryan played the correct move. He played knight takes bishop. Brings one more piece in the game.
So battery. And it became a check.
There's no knight battery. Battery is when two pieces are on the same line. You can't form a battery with two knights. So now king d2,
Pawns.
and he can pick up the rook. He can exchange queens and then pick up the rook, or directly he takes the rook.
Sir, before in that other position, sir,
Yeah.
I didn't make that and I went the other knight. That was started.
Okay. That would have been better.
So now
But then you
what's
won't
the
get the rook,
evaluation?
right? If you take with this
Now
move.
he has
That knight.
captured the knight. The opponent will capture
No,
How
sir,
can
I
you take
calculated wrong. The queen is in a different place.
Okay. Now, so Aryan is completely winning thanks to the discovered attack. Position is winning. He could have been a queen up with knight c3, but he played knight into f2. But now he's a rook up. Rook and bishop up, but he loses a knight. And this knight may not come back, but he can exchange. So it's a full rook up right now for Aryan. Opponent plays queen takes queen. Rook takes back. That makes it easier for Aryan. And now he picks up the knight.
So doesn't, sir. He loses queen. Queen is easy to checkmate with.
Loses the queen. It's an exchange of queens. So he's already up a rook. So of course exchanging would be
Then
good
he
for
can
him.
do a check on rook to e3.
Yeah, rook t3 is there, but first he plays knight take bishop. The better decision. Exchange of that knight. That's anyway
Or the
class.
double.
Yeah, and now he plays bishop takes pawn. So this is good. Instead of giving the check, it's better to take that pawn, right?
So
And
how many pawns is
he's up by 3 pawns, a rook. Yeah. So he is completely winning. And now he still has to develop this bishop. That takes priority. He immediately plays d6, very good. He plays rook to e1. Is that a good move?
No.
No. Exchanges are going to be bad for the opponent.
Yeah.
He's already down by a rook.
Yeah.
Now he has no rooks left. He took. Oh, he didn't take. He just played bishop f5 check. Also good. Yeah. Bringing a piece out with the check is always the best thing to do. The king goes to d4. And now he gives another check. Excellent. Is it mate? No. King c4, king d5 is there. The king moves even further up. And now,
So when it down,
Bishop to no.
yeah. Here what to do? What is the best option? Yes, Arav.
Exchange.
Exchange rooks is good. After that,
After the exchange,
Huh.
knight captures the rook.
huh?
Then we give a check with the bishop on e6.
That's good, but there's a way to make one more exchange or put more pressure. One second,
So
Ashley.
no, I was saying something else.
Okay. What do you want?
So takes knight takes,
Hmm.
you bring the other rook to
To
e8.
e8. Ah, that's also good. Ashwik,
Sir, bishop to e6.
bishop e6 directly. Okay. But exchange, no. When you go exchange, why not exchange? Bishop e6, you can play next move also, na? So the best move actually takes, and bishop a5. Pinning the knights. That means one more exchange. And then rook can come in and
So
chase
isn't
it.
it winning a piece?
How is it winning a piece? King can defend, right? Just
Oh,
because
yeah.
you make a threat, it's over. Just a threat. He can defend.
So then
He
you can
played.
play the rook to c8.
The rook is exchanged, mister.
So the
Oh, you mean this
Oh.
rook? Okay, correct. Then more pressure on the pin and he gets the piece.
But then
That would have won.
Wait.
He
So
plays
if
bishop
I'm playing
a5.
Then king to d4.
That's
Then
true.
why don't you play king to d4 first?
There was a bishop here.
Oh right.
So bishop moved to a5 now. So bishop a5.
Then king to
But now rook takes rook. So it was better to first exchange. But yeah, he allows the exchange and now the knight can move. There's no
Sir,
pin.
he just. So the white opponent just made himself a low piece, holding two knights.
Yeah, he plays a6. Pawn is
So
gone.
in
Yeah?
this position.
Knight takes, yes.
So in this position, if like it was a bullet
four.
game,
One person at a time, yes.
if it was like a blitz or bullet game,
Huh.
I was going to blunder rook to e5.
Rook to e. Oh, yeah, okay. There's no support. Why would you go there without support?
No sir, when the pawn was alive.
Okay. So knight takes pawn. The bishop is hanging, but he plays rook d8, pinning the knight. Now you have to get out of the pin. He plays knight e5. How do you win?
So,
Yes. We
Sir,
have
bishop to e5.
bishop e5.
Bishop to e6.
Bishop e6.
So,
So king
bishop-
moves, na? Sorry, king moves here. Yeah.
Bishop to
uh-huh.
c7.
Yeah. Put more pressure. That's how you win.
Yeah, that-
Once you pinned a piece, you put more pressure. That's it. He plays b5. He doesn't see bishop c7 does Aryan. Now knight takes pawn. Things are not very clear now. It is a rook up, but white's knights are creating some row. It's still winning. Yeah, there's no checkmate threat. You
The
can't
knights are
checkmate
on
with.
steroids.
Very difficult to give checkmate with two knights or with one knight. Even king.
Knights are on steroids.
Uh-huh. So rook to d7, good move. The knight takes one more pawn and that's a fork. Wow. Opponent is back. Our guy is back.
See.
King moves. And now Aryan is
Losing.
just
Better.
how is he losing? Up an exchange and the rook is nothing to you. Still a rook up. It's a rook for a knight.
Yeah,
Sir,
because
no,
pawn
Yeah.
bishop
It's
takes
It's an exchange.
So
So
now
now
we
we
play
play
bishop to b5, I guess.
Bishop to b5.
b4.
Bishop to b4 or c7. Same thing. You can exchange of one pair of bishop and knight. That makes it easier to win. Yeah. Does he do that? Let's see.
Hopefully.
He plays king g6. So when you have positions like this, you have to be very careful with knight forks, like the one that happened just now. Here also you have to be very careful. It's very easy to blunder a fork. Like imagine, like let's say, how will a fork have? If a knight comes here, it's a fork. So you have to keep in mind there can be forks. The easiest way to avoid a fork is keep the king and rook on different colors. Then there will be no fork. You can't do a fork two pieces on two different colors. If it's a blitz game, that's the easiest way to do it.
Unless if it's a queen.
King to g6. Rook moves. King goes
Now
back.
on different colors at least.
Or, yeah, rook to c2. Now the rook is active. Knight goes to e7. King goes to f6. Knight goes to c6, attacking the bishop. Bishop goes far away, attacking the pawn.
Why not take
So Aryan still has to work. Take the knight.
The bishop
No, sir.
got yeeted by
Hold
all the.
on. Move back.
So you could have
Then
take go king.
Rook takes pawn. Yeah, that would have been better. Defending the bishop. Yeah. Anyway, knight comes in to e4. Defend. Please be quiet, Ahan.
Defending the pawn and also
Yeah.
stopping
King
the-
f5.
blunder.
No, knight e7. And now black has a simple way to win here.
Sir, knight d4 was literal winning.
Knight d4.
In the
Oh yeah. Wow. 1 second. Knight to d4 was a fork. This is what I'm talking about. Opponent could have won on the spot with knight d4 in this position. One move back. Just here. Instead of going back, opponent had a win with knight to d4. That's GG because white will be a piece up after that. So
Sir is a
instead he
gamer.
went to
So only
knight.
one piece of doesn't mean it's automatic.
One piece up is easily winning. That's the meaning of game over. It's game over. With the piece up, it's not difficult to win. So knight to e7, missing the win. And now Aryan plays. Can you not make noise, Ahan? The king goes to g4. The knight goes to f6.
So he's
Check.
playing with his pen.
How many checks?
And the king takes. Your opponent is not there to comfort you. Of course, he'll give checks. That is expected.
Sir.
So there's no need to complain about checks. King takes. Knight goes to c6.
Oh.
He saved. Wait, he played pawn push. Why did he give up the pawn? Oh, it's
Sir.
different. It's defended. Okay. So the knight takes anyway. Knight takes and Aryan picks up the knight. And now it's easily winning.
Now no GG.
Sir, this
Yeah.
is
Knight e4.
now
The king takes.
Shit.
Pawn push. Still has to work a little bit.
Sir,
to
you
win.
could take the pawn from the knight.
Yeah, that pawn is hanging. The knight comes to c3, that's a full piece. And Aryan picks that up as well. Maybe opponent was in
So
time
now
process.
But no, I have to checkmate.
Yeah, opponent plays king c5. Let's see where the checkmate happens. He brings the pawn forward, he gets the queen. King takes pawn. We can take this pawn. He moves the king.
So they're saying this so calmly, sir.
Push. Push.
I don't care about that one. So far.
Yeah, the pawn anyway needs help of the king. By the time there'll be a queen. He now takes it.
And
Okay.
plus, even if it
You
does,
can
it
take it
might
right
as
away.
well
He takes it.
there's a bishop.
Yeah, so king c4. Even without the bishop, also, that's an easy thing to win. And now,
Push.
yeah, here what should you do, Aryan? This is an important thing to understand. It might not matter for this game, but the next move is very important to understand. What will you do here, Aryan?
I would do pawn to g2.
Okay, Aryan,
Giving up a free bishop.
what will you play?
I'll take one bishop.
Okay, and Ashvik?
Yes, sir. I would play bishop 2,
Hmm.
bishop 2, d2 or
Okay, Ayun, what will you play for?
Sir, I would play pawn to g2.
Rajveer?
Sir, rook to a3.
Rook a3, saving the bishop. Ahan, what will you play?
So, G2?
Arav?
Rook e3.
Rook a3, defending. So half of the people are going to either move the bishop or defend the bishop. So tell me one thing. When you're going to give checkmate, right? What is the purpose of this bishop? You're going to give help. You're going to use this bishop to give checkmate, is it? Then why do you need the bishop?
So it might even interfere
It's
with-
important. Yeah, it will just interfere. It will just be a hindrance. It will just block your way. So this bishop is useless. You don't need to save it.
So it might
Right
even be
now,
taking
you
views.
you have to think about.
But sir, still a piece, right?
Well, how does it matter? When you win, it doesn't matter how many pieces you have. That's not a factor. You win by giving checkmate. To give checkmate, do you need this piece? Then you don't need to use it. You can just give it away. What is the use? It's better to not have this piece. At least the path will be clear for the queen and rook. So when you're completely winning, you have to just think about checkmate. There is no need to save every piece on the board. So saving the bishop is not the right decision. The right decision is g2. And after king takes queen, then checkmate in 4 moves. Simple. If a bishop is staying here, things will become more complicated. There might be stalemate chances. The bishop might be blocking your path of the queen and rook.
Sir,
So unnecessary piece. This piece is of no use now. You just need a queen and rook. He saves the bishop by going to e1. Opponent plays king to d3. He pushes the pawn. Opponent plays king to c4. And now he makes a queen. So let's go quickly towards checkmate.
So this is what the opponent gets for not seeing the knight fork.
Yeah. Things would have been very different if you had seen the fork. Now the bishop is not really in the way, but still. Queen comes to c5. The king moves to b2. Rook check.
Right? Yeah.
And
King moves to a2. And now checkmate. Yeah. You could directly finish the game, Aryan. Cover the lines. You don't need to move like this and then here. You could have directly finished it, no? The king moves. And
I guess he wanted some
Oh,
fun.
sorry. Queen moved here. Wait. Yeah, queen moved here. King moved. And now.
He wanted
Yeah.
some fun. And why
Checkmate.
checkmate?
Yeah. So that was
Sir, he
Aryan's.